Okay.
And you too.
Okay, even the dogs?
Sure, and you.
I got me.
Okay.
Oh, this won't reverse?
No.
Okay, that's gonna be nice.
Okay, I'll close up a little bit. 27 million. That is the estimated number of individuals entrapped in modern-day slavery. 27 million men, women, and children that suffer beatings, sexual exploitation, and backbreaking labor every day of their lives. In recent years, many organizations have brought to light the severity of modern-day slavery, but unfortunately, there are many global citizens that have no idea slavery still exists. I was one of those uninformed individuals until 2 years ago when I enrolled in a history class that dove into the brutality of modern-day slavery, and my eyes were opened to the inhumane acts that are still going on in this world today. I want to encourage you to take a stand against modern-day slavery by bringing more awareness of this epidemic to your family, your friends, your neighbors, your co-workers, your classmates, everyone. Slavery is no new idea. This horrible institution has been around for centuries, and not just in the United States. According to Kenneth Robertson, author of The End It Movement, are these truths self-evident? The number of individuals trapped in modern-day slavery, 27 million, is larger than any other time in history. This is becoming an epidemic of astronomical proportions that is going to require every single person to contribute in some way so that the 27 million victims of slavery can be rescued and slowly pieced back together. Andrew Hall states in his article, The Uniform Act on Prevention of and Remedies for Human Trafficking, says that the war on slavery won't be won at the federal level, but at the state and local levels. Hall believes it is up to the local officials and the people to know what to look for in a slavery victim or situation. There is simply too much slavery going on for the federal government to handle all of the cases on its own. The people, you and I, need to become more informed on what a slave victim might look like, what a slavery situation may seem like, and we need to learn what the proper actions to take would be. We, as common, everyday people, have more interactions with other seemingly common, everyday people, so we should be trained to understand when an individual might possibly be in trouble. However, before we can be trained, we need to know there's a problem. The federal government and the people must come together for the well-being of the 27 million victims. According to President Barack Obama in his 2012 remarks to Clinton Global Initiative, our fight against human trafficking is one of the great human rights causes of our time, and the United States will continue to lead it in partnership with you, the victims. The change we seek will not come easy, but we can draw strength from the movements of the past. And while President Obama makes reference to the movements of the past, I believe we can embrace the technological advancements of today's world to spread awareness on a much wider scale. Before we look at today's world of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and smartphones, let's take a few minutes to see how the media has been used in previous years in bringing awareness to modern-day slavery. In the book, Sold, One Woman's True Account of Modern Slavery, Zana Musin describes her years as a victim of slavery, which occurred in the mid to late 1980s. She and her younger sister Nadia were sold by their father into arranged marriages and moved from the United Kingdom to Yemen. For years, Zana's mother did not know what happened to her daughters. Her husband had kept her in the dark about what he had done. Finally, after about 2 years of enduring the beatings and the sexual exploitation of her arranged marriage, Zana found a way to have a letter smuggled from her town and sent to her mother. The letter detailed what had happened to Zana and Nadia and also contained a desperate plea to get the girls out of Yemen. Zana's mother immediately began speaking to newspaper reporters, and not long after, she was invited to national television. That was used as a platform to pressure the Yemeni government into releasing Zana and Nadia. Eventually, the Yemeni government consented, and Zana and Nadia were allowed to leave. However, their children had to remain in Yemen. Because of that, Nadia refused to leave Yemen, and she is still there today in her arranged marriage. As you can see, media has a strong influence, and with the technological advances we have today, everyone can make an impact in bringing awareness to modern-day slavery. According to Pew Researchers' Social Networking Fact Sheet, which provides information from the year 2014, 74% of adults use social networking sites, SNS. Of that 74%, 71% of those adults use Facebook, 23% use Twitter, and 26% use Instagram. If almost 75% of adults use some form of social networking sites, imagine the impact of posting, tweeting, or sharing information about modern-day slavery. Research shows that social networking users, particularly Facebook users, are more politically engaged than their counterparts who do not participate in social networking sites. This engagement in politics and trending social issues is the crucial part of bringing justice and awareness. The people need to know what is going on. There are many ways to get the people engaged, from posting links of articles to posting pictures or videos of various topics. The End It movement has introduced one example of using social media to spread awareness. Louis Giglio introduced this movement in 2013 in an effort to make college students more aware of modern-day slavery and to encourage those students to spread the awareness as well. A common aspect of the End It movement is the red X on one's hand, as well as the hashtag End It movement. The red X has become so popular that the End It movement has introduced clothing, hats, and various accessories that display the X in various capacities. These social networking sites provide an unfathomably large playing field for users to post information or hashtags in an attempt to spread awareness. This idea of the End It movement has grown immensely in its brief 2 years. Today you can search trends on Twitter using the End It movement hashtag, and you will see celebrities like Nick Cannon and Carrie Underwood and Natalie Grant backing this movement. Social media is a strong tool that can be used to bring justice to the industry of slavery. Now, as we get ready to go about the rest of our days, my hope is that the atrocities of modern-day slavery will stick with you and cause you to act. I hope that hearing the decree from our president that the United States will continue to fight for the victims will urge you to become proactive in fighting for the boys and girls, the men and women who must endure these tragedies every day. I hope that after hearing Zana Muson's story, you are moved to tell your friends about this very real and very disturbing truth that our world is experiencing. I hope that you will spend a few minutes when you're on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram to share that link about a sex trafficking ring bust, or simply share the hashtag End It movement. Remember, there are 27 million victims counting on each and every one of us to do our part in bringing them justice. Let's go show them what we can do.